Let's move on to Sixers Celtics. Sixers Celtics, and Embiid has to take onus of what's going on in this game. He has to take complete control. So the points so he also was talking about how he's got to distribute the ball better than he did in the last game, and he's got it man up rebounds wise. I looked at his points, rebounds, and assists, and they were 43.5, and it was heavily juiced to the over, and it just didn't make sense to me. Prince of the City says if they have Joker at 21 points, 9 rebounds again, hammer it. Bright Ware says the only bet in this game is the under. I don't think so. I don't think so. I know it's tricky trusting Joel Embiid. Let's just quickly take a look at what our man. By the way, Prince of the City player props in NBA are very strong. And let's see what we're getting with the Joker. 22.5 points. Points and rebounds for Joker is 31.5. And I'm not going to bet on the Sixers. But I do think that Embiid will be true to what he was saying, and he'll take onus over distributing better and hitting the boards harder. Because he's the only thing, he's the only weapon, really, that the Sixers have against this great Celtics defense. And when Joel says something like that he's going to distribute, that he's going to hit the boards harder, I believe him. So, Princeton said, what happens when he gasses out after one quarter? I think this is the look, and I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet Joel Embiid over 16.5 rebounds and assists. The King saying, so Tobias not a weapon now, Jimmy? He's a weapon against certain teams. But Tatum and Brown completely annihilated the 4-3 spot. Whether it was Horford and Tobias, it didn't matter. Tatum and Brown were just so much better. And so I'm not saying that Tobias is not someone who can get hot at times. Look at these numbers. Tatum and Brown against Harris and Horford. They outscored him 61-21. Horford and Harris went 0 for 4 from 3. Tatum and Brown went 7 for 13. And now that Gordon Hayward's out, there's just going to be more onus on Tatum and Brown to dominate. 2 says, can Tatum and Brown repeat the same for 2 consecutive games? Look, I don't know. Dennis Garcia says Boston are past. Look, I agree with that. And I think that minus 4.5 is a nice number for the Celtics, but let's see what they do without Hayward. And I am only going to take Embiid over 16.5 rebounds and assists.